Once again, welcome to The Gadget Man here on CNBC Africa. With me now is Tony Scott, National Sales Manager for Uniross. So we're looking at a very interesting concept. Tell us about this, would you, Tony?
Tony, yes, the problem with USB flash drives lately is that most laptops today come with 2, 3, if you're lucky, 4 ports on your laptop. Okay. You open up your laptop, you've got to plug in a mouse, you've got to plug in a keyboard maybe, you've got to plug in a USB flash drive, and you find today there's just not enough ports because everything all peripherals is USB.
Now the top comes off this, okay, and it becomes this Y-shaped USB drive like so. Yeah. Now, it means that you've got 2 ports to go in there, add your mouse or whatever else. Yes. But what's interesting is, if you add, and you can do this, you can take the top off another one. So this is into there, and then you can add these on. Correct. Right? Yeah. So how many, in theory, can you go up to? I mean, realistically?
Yeah, well, realistically, I haven't tried, but you can go at least 10 of those units. But now you've just, instead of losing 1 port, you've gained 4.
Right.
And they all act individually as different drives.
How much memory built into each one?
2 gigabyte.
So here we've got 6 gigs.
Correct.
And 4 ports, all from one.
Correct. Yes.
But surely there must be an impact on the drawing power and so
on? Not that you'd notice, no. No, not that you'd notice. They all come up as different drives. So they'll come up as drive F, G, and H, and then you can work accordingly.
So as it goes on in the chain, each one is given a different letter and so on and so forth?
Correct, yes.
It's
a very practical idea.
When you get to 26, what happens then?
I haven't experimented that far yet.
But 2 gig, and you can do, as you say, and then give yourself access to all of these extra ports. What does it retail for, something like this?
Currently, it's on promotion at one of the major retail outlets, 299 Rand.
Which is very reasonable for 2 gigs.
Very reasonable. There's a slight premium to it, but then it's not a standard USB flash drive. It's got ports built in. So
it's also it's quite a funky design, very nice.
Very funky.
And very portable.
We will launch them late in the year with different colors and higher capacities. For now, you only get them in green and only 2 gigabyte.
And this here, very nice design. What have we got here?
Well, that's designed, if it looks like a Ferrari, there's no mistake. It's designed by Pininfarina, who designed the Ferrari motor car. This is an external hard drive that will look quite sleek on your desk or at home. There are many hard drives on the market today, but this one has 2 specific features which turn me on, and that's the one-click backup button. So if it's on your desk and you hit the top of it, it backs up all files that you've asked it to back up automatically.
Inbuilt software to do that?
Yeah. You get the software with the product, and if you choose to back up my photographs or my music, it will then do it at one click of a button by just pushing it at the top.
Just press the top, and this lights up to tell you what?
This lights up to tell you that, first of all, the unit's on, and secondly, how much space you've actually used. So if
it gives you a percentage image of 80% or 60% of the drive.
And you know exactly how full or how empty your drive is at any given time.
And obviously it comes with its power supply and it's Firewire or USB?
It's USB. You get the combo where you can have Firewire or USB. Costs a little bit more, but today most people use USB.
And what size memory?
This specific one in your hand is 320 gig, but it goes to 500 gig, 750 gig, and 1 terabyte.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's plenty.
But we're going to need it in the future. In 5 years' time, I think most people will start at a 1 terabyte unit.
Yeah, it seems it's going that way with the size of software packages and so on and so forth.
Exactly, and with movies being launched and legally downloading movies with high definition coming on board. I mean, a high definition movie can take up to 10 gigs, just one movie. So the average household will need a 1 terabyte unit in 5 years' time.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much memory. There's never enough space, is there?
There's never enough space, no. Quite right.
Nice designed by the man from Ferrari.
Beautiful design.
What do you call the USB drive? What's the name of this?
It's a Yego. Trax Data is the brand, and the product is a Yego drive.
Okay. Each one is 2 gig. Are we going to get to the point where these things are 10 gig, 20 gig?
Yes, on standard USB flash drives today, 16 gig and 32 gig are becoming, I won't say norm, but by Christmas, the retailers will be retailing a 32 gig USB flash drive.
Okay. Tony, thanks for being here. Some very interesting backup devices you have for us today.
Thanks for inviting me, Tony.
Thanks for joining us on The Gadget Man. We'll see you next time for more technology.